Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our national officials for this match, our first referee, Erlindo Eusebio. Second referee is Bobby Celso. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Petro Gazz Angels. Middle blocker number 9, team captain Remy Palma. Center number 2, Janelle Che.
Let's go.
Opposite hitter number 8, Aiza Maizo Puntillas. Outside spiker number 10, Brooke Bensico. Middle blocker number 12, Casey Galtones. And outside spiker number 20, Jonah Sabete. Starting the battle is number 22, B-Love Barbon. Head coach for Petro Gazz is Koji Suzurabara. And now the starters for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Middle blocker number 7, team captain Mati Matayan. Outside spiker number 1, Isa Molde. Center number 9, Mars Alba. Opposite hitter number 10, Kat Tolentino. Outside spiker number 18, CC Rontina. And middle blocker number 22, Cherry Nuna. Starting the battle is number 16, Thang Ponce. Head coach for Choco Mucho is Dante Alinsunuri. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
We got two teams who hit the ground running in their first matches, hoping to bring that same momentum in today's game. The Petro Gazz Angels, their starters on your screen. Galdones, Palma, Puntillas, Van Sickle, Sabete, Barbon, and of course, Janelle Cheng. And over to the other side of the court, Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and their starting 7, we have Cherry Nunag, Madi Madayag, Kat Tolentino, Isa Molde, CC Rondina, Tang Ponce, and of course, Mars Alba. Billy Capistrano with Z Hervasio, Lexi Rodriguez manning the sidelines for us in this Tuesday game. Thank you so much for spending the Tuesday evening with us here.
Yes.
And this is going to be a pretty interesting match, I would say.
Indeed. So let's see as Rem Palma starts us off with that serve. I mean, earlier, a lot of people have been asking what is going to be the outcome of this match. Both teams 1-0 so far. Good showing on their first match, but Kat Tolentino making the first point right away.
Of course, Kat Tolentino in their previous match scored 12 points. Second to CC Rondina, leading the scorers for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And we see that Mars Alba Z is still starting here for Choco Mucho. But sabi nga ni Lex kanina, Dina was warming up. She is in her jersey. So maybe she'll make an appearance in our game today, as this point will go to the Petro Gazz Angels. Attack error there from Cherry Nuna.
Right. But interestingly enough, since Duki's misfortune in the last game, there's only really 14 of them now. So everybody's definitely suiting up. But in the last game, they were saying also Dina's still not 100%. So let's see. We're all hoping for good recovery for everybody here in the Titan squad. You see Des Cheng also on the sidelines as well.
Of course, there's nothing we want more than everybody to be healthy in every single game, and that includes every single team as well. As we go back to this match, it is a point for Madi Madayag. Let's take a look at this sequence.
Madi just making sure her presence is felt right away here.
And as you said, Z, kulang sila sa players. So every single person on this Choco Mucho Flying Titans team, they really need to step up. Mars Alba will send it to Isa Molde. Picked up by Maizo Pontillas. Van Sickle with a push, no go. Alba, back to Isa Molde, will try again. Cheng, And that sails outside for Sabete as we turn it over to Lexi Rodriguez. Go ahead, Lex.
Thanks, Billy and Z. Well, believe it or not, coaching for 37 years is not a joke, especially if we're talking about experience right here. But you know, Coach Koji always tells me that I should refer to him as an international coach and not a Japanese coach. But you know, a fun fact that he told me as well is that out of all the teams that he handled, the Filipino teams never failed to amaze him. He actually said that the Petro Gazz Angels are always so pumped, and he described them to have the highest energy level among all of the teams that he coached. Well, it's always nice to hear about these things from international coaches of our local teams. You can hear more of these stories through the Pilipinas Live app, where you can experience the PVL anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to you, Z and Billy.
Thank you so much for that report, Lex. And great to hear that Coach Koji is having a good time here with the Petro Gazz Angels. Ang puno naman talaga ng energy. I mean, if you have Rich Morente on your team, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be an energy filled, because we can't see them on the screen right now, but they're dancing to the tune of the drums that we have here in the Phil Sports Arena. Meanwhile, Petro Gazz now at 3. Choco Mucho leading by 1 point as Van Sickle will serve. That will sail outside for Brooke.
Brooke still finding her momentum here, finding the groove in the PVL overall, as it was reported that she has been feeling kind of nervous, as much as she has been a Division 1 athlete. Iba pa rin talaga
Exactly.
yung atmosphere, yung crowd dito, especially kung kalaban mo tong Choco Mucho.
And there's really nothing like the Filipino fans, especially in such a big match like this. So in a sense, it's also going to be a test for Brooke, how she's going to handle the nerves. And that was Jonas Sabete powering through the blockers of the Flying Titans as Casey Galdones on deck to serve for the white shirts. Alba with a 1-2 play. Nandoon si Janelle Cheng. Sabete this time.
Jonas Sabete, a little out of time there because the set was too high from Rem Palma. And I mean, I love seeing middle blockers taking the charge with the setting there, but Jonas Sabete able to adjust to that set.
And she had a point. That's right. And she's been, the angel, one of the angels that has been with Petro Gazz the longest. So she is surely one of the veterans of this team. Alba to Maddie, single block, no go!
Maddie Madayag with her signature running attack there. Jonas Sabete was right on time as we take a look at this 3-day single block. Pero lumusot pa rin. Look at that power behind that swing.
Good effort by Jonas Sabete. Nakipagsabayan kay Maddie. And right now, Madayag, 2 points, leading all the scorers for Choco Mucho. Sabete will try again. They're gonna ask for a touch. Our refs call it out. And they are gonna go for a challenge.
Second referee seeing that there was indeed a touch. Usually kasi depende yan kung sino mas malapit. And usually the second referee is the one checking what happens or what goes on at the net.
So check that. That is gonna be a point for the Petro Gazz Angels, much to the delight of Sabete. We're tied at 6-all. Alba sends it to CC Rondina. Popped up. Sabete again. And that will sail straight to the net for Jonah Sabete.
I mean, one thing you gotta expect from Jonah Sabete is she's always gonna go for the power. She's always gonna go all out behind her every spike. So, it's a matter of finding that groove, finding that consistency for her game.
And once she does find her footing, tuloy-tuloy na. And that's a good thing about Jonah.
Ooh, there
Just
you
like
go.
that one. Right on the dot. X marks the spot for Sabete. Already with 4 points here for Petro Gazz.
Definitely making up for her previous error there, Jonas Sabete. I love her attitude. Siya talaga yung isa din na palaban. Kumbaga, she's very competitive, sometimes isipin mo, relax lang din tayo minsan. Kasi maubos tayo kung panay 100%.
Parang go lagi.
Kailangan may balance eh.
But that's also the kind of teammate you need, sometimes. Especially when things get a little tough, especially when you got someone like CC Rondina up against your squad.
So far, it has been a Rondina versus Sabete here at the first part of the first set. Technical timeout tayo. Let's listen in, or we'll be back.
mga kapatid, mapapanood na rin tayo ngayon sa pinakabagong free-to-air channel na talaga namang para sa Pinoy, ang RP TV. Tutok na sa Analog TV Channel 9, DTV Channel 19 at sa higit 300 cable at satellite providers nationwide at sa Signal Play. And there you have it, the fans of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans enjoying this match. You know, a classic matchup between the Petro Gazz Angels and the Flying Titans. Something we all look forward to every single conference. And another point goes to Cherry Nunag, 2 under her belt in our match today.
Definitely. And yun na nga, history-wise, let's look back at their matchups before last conference in the second All-Filipino. It was the first time that Choco Mucho was back on the semi-final round. Samantalang in the Petro Gazz naman, yung hindi nakabalik sa semi-final round. So of course, coming into the new conference, in the new season with new teammates as well and coaches, in the case of Petro Gazz, talagang titignan mo yung gusto mong makabawi sa mga teams na nakatalo sa inyo before. And samantalang for Choco Mucho, of course, gusto pa rin nila manalo sa mga teams na tinalo nila last conference.
And it is going to be, you know, we said it was a test for Brooke Van Sickle, trying to overcome her nervousness. For Choco Mucho, a test for them if, you know, they're be able to sustain all that momentum they had from the previous conference. As we get back to this game, getting a little bit exciting here in the Phil Sports Arena, as Cheng will give it to Van Sickle. What a good dig by Tang Ponce. And she has been so good here for the Flying Titans. Rempalma dug up by Alba. Here comes Kat Tolentino. Not yet. Van Sickle again. Good defense by both our squads. Tolentino tries to end the rally. Comes up short. Van Sickle. Nobody is giving up. Rondina. Nope. Another chance for Rondina. Good coverage from both our squads. Whoa! It's still alive, and this is possibly the longest rally we've seen in this conference thus far. But who other than the cherry bomb to end that rally? CC Rondina.
Look at that. I mean, it was a different kind of approach and swing behind that spike, and it really seemed like it was going to end that rally after all.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. And who else fitting to end a rally?
Who else?
Then CC Rondina, we know what she can do. Jonas Abete this time.
Also alive.
Babalik sa Petro Gazz ang bola, and this is going to be a chance ball for the purple shirts. Alba to Kat Tolentino. Gets it to go despite the blocker.
That Rempalma was a little bit late and off the net. Kaya nakalusot ang palo ni Kat Tolentino. This time, Coach Koji and the rest of the Angels are calling a timeout. Let's listen.
Petro Gazz Angels. You heard one word there, it was cover. So they need good coverage here.
And so far right now, you got the taller blockers of the #1 hitting athlete here on the side of Petro Gazz, si Brooke Van Sickle. Katapat niya itong si Kat Tolentino. That's why a little bit limited in her attacks in the last sequence.
That's right. It's a 5-0 run here for Choco Mucho. But saved by that point where they're gonna call a challenge, I believe. They're gonna call that ball out.
Tang Ponce was really confident behind that ball landing that it was out. Rempalmo saying, no, it was in. But let's see what the challenge system says.
Gusto ko yung tinuturo pa niya kung nasaan eh. Para may visuals. At titignan niya yung Petro Gazz Angels. So there you have it. It's going to be a ball in, ball out. Let's see.
Yep.
Tama naman si Tam.
I mean, it's also Coach Dante's call to, you know, to give chance to the players, grievances and requests. So, teamwork, team effort pa rin.
So we saw the cringe from Tang Ponce. And the point will go to the Petro Gazz, or remain rather, with the Petro Gazz Angels. They're down by 4 points against Choco Mucho as Mars Alba sends it to Kat.
Sharp angle there.
Van Sickle still trying to get her groove here. Alba to Cici, cross court.
I mean, if I said Jonna Sabete would always go 100% every time she approaches for a ball, Cici Rondina, same story, baka nga 110%.
You know, I want to see what 80% looks like for Cici Rondina because I feel like it's going to be 100 for a lot of us.
I don't think we're ever gonna see it, Billy, kasi
laging
yes,
100 talaga siya in every
exactly.
single game.
Hindi nasisisi yan kung 80%.
Tama nga naman. As we go back to this game, Isa Molde challenging the blockers. Here comes Brooke. They're gonna try Brooke again. This time she gets it through.
Finally, after so many attempts, Van Sickle getting one through. A set from Maizo Contillas at that as well.
Gonna be the first point for Brooke. Very obvious that there is still that adjustment period coming from her. But we don't doubt her. She was the MVP in the
For sure.
PNVF.
Yeah.
Perez serving. Tolentino. Brooke tries again. What a good thing again by Tam Ponce. Tolentino with a fast attack and gets it.
A quick conversion there. I mean, ang sarap katipin nitong ni Tam Ponce. Same story from last year's face-to-face matchup between the two teams. Tam Ponce has been pulling the confidence down of these Angels every time she digs a ball, just like that.
But unfortunately, a momentum buster here for Choco Mucho. That's going to be a free point given to Petro Gazz. We got to talk about Tang Ponce because grabe yung improvement niya from her college days. And she really stepped up, especially last year. I mean, last conference rather for Choco Mucho.
Definitely.
And glad she's getting the recognition that she deserves. Alba to Maddie with a push. A joust at the net, won by the vet.
Signature Aiza move there. Ng Aiza this time using her smarts, which we usually see naman dito. A lot of variety coming from this lefty right here.
Just swiping it off the hands of Madi Madayag as Van Sickle will serve for Petro Gazz. Alba to Isa Molde. Easy pickings for Molde. That is her first point of the game. And Choco Mucho is up by 4.
Definitely, it's definitely hurting Petro Gazz Angel. Earlier, we had 8-7 scoring in the first technical timeout. At mula noon, naka 5-0 run itong Choco Mucho.
Lots of energy on the side of Choco Mucho. Petro Gazz looking a little frazzled in certain plays as Alba gives it again to Isa Molde, but she is blocked. And that would be the perfect time for Petro Gazz to wake up in set number 1.
Definitely, 2 blockers right in front of Isa. A little bit late also on that approach kasi nakikita din natin na the plays of Choco Mucho has been those low and fast sets. That has been very effective so far, but you know, it's always connection and you know, always seeing the context here. Mars Alba is new to this team. 2-month-old pa lang tong Choco Mucho Flying Titan na to na Mars Alba. But there you go, Catalentino from the back row, giving them their 16th points, meaning that's our second technical timeout.
Arena Plus, Astigs Sports. Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena here in Pasig City. Billy Capistrano, Z Herbacio, Lexi Rodriguez giving us the latest from the sidelines. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans versus the Petro Gazz Angels. Still no Dina Wong here for Choco Mucho, but they've got Mars Alba. Sabi nga ni Z, the adjustment has been good for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And over on the other side, Brooke Van Sickle, maybe still overcoming the nerves here in today's game. Only 1 point so far for Van Sickle. And maybe there is a little bit of pressure on her end kasi highly touted rin siya. A lot of people were really expecting her to explode here in the PVL.
There you go on your screens. Dina Wong still a little bit recovering from her knee injury. I remember last conference during, I think that it was a semi-final, she was already limping a little bit that time, and the story has been the same. She is still in recovery, still has yet to be 100% here, but I'm sure all the fans are already waiting for her.
I'm sure everybody is excited nga for her return. But while she is resting, we have Mars Alba, of course, and Jen Ferrer. Let's not forget that will be a service error for Maizo Pontillas. Choco Mucho up by 4 in our set number 1. Coach Koji, on your screen, sabi nga ni Lexi, huwag siyang tawaging Japanese coach. He is an international coach.
I mean, I don't know if you remember, you guys, but he was the head coach of King Whale, who visited us last year at the Invitational Conference. And, you know, I guess he saw this. It was another opportunity to, you know, help elevate the game, especially here in Manila, in the Philippines.
And we love to have him here as we get back to this ball game. 3 points na lang ang lamang ng Choco Mucho. Sabete serving. Alba will give it to Cici Rodina. And, you know, give her whatever angle, place her anywhere, and she will deliver. Off the block for Cici.
Definitely, and as much as the Angels are catching up right now, you gotta acknowledge that Cici's in front. Now they have 3 spikers in the front row, and hindi pwedeng palitan lang ng puntos dito. They need to catch up. If they want to catch up, they need to get a string of points here right now, and yun na nga, still errors on the side of the Angels here, Billy.
So things not really going the way of the Petro Gazz Angels as we listen in to their timeout.
Lumalamang na si ano doon. Papasok ako. Doon tayo
Now, 70%. Return serve reception. Return to center. You have a chance. Now take a 5 point. Take a 5 point. Okay, 5 point.
5 points. Tara, isa-isa.
Good catch. Okay, fast concentrate. Just catch. Catch. So you have a chance. Okay.
Sakto ka na.
Okay, let's go. One. Slowly.
Petro Gazz
So clearly you can see the words that he wants to say. Na 5 points na nga na he wants to do it slowly as we see the PLDT high-speed hitters coming off a 3-set victory against Next Led in our 4 p.m. game. As Mars Alba on deck to serve for Choco Mucho. 19 serving 14. Perez to Van Sickle. She's blocked. They'll do it again. Van Sickle. Straight to the hands of Cici Rondina. They find Kat Tolentino. Palma. Chance here for Petro Gazz. Ivy will try. Blocked. Palma again. We got another rally going on here for these teams. One again by the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. This time by Kat Tolentino with 5 points.
I mean, they have been defending really well, and nakukuha nila yung tempo talaga ng Angels, and for them to be that patient and getting the Angels impatient at that great defense at the net and on the floor.
Van Sickle this time. Go. And finally, you know, we were waiting for that kind of attack from Van Sickle. Now she has 2 points and hopefully tuloy-tuloy na para sa kanya because the Angels need that reinforcement.
Definitely.
And we see Mitch Morente for the Angels. She will be serving for the white shirts. It is 15 serving 20. And a little too strong for Morente as she quickly apologizes to the Petro Gazz bench. It is a 6-point lead for the Flying Titans in our first set. Rondina now with 4 points off 4 attacks. And that's something we don't see often, a service error from CC Rondina.
Definitely, Michelle Morente thinking that it has been equalized. Her error, her service error has been equalized.
A sigh of relief from Morente. And Ivy Perez this time. 3 excellent sets in our match today. Ooh, and that is a second service error from the Angels.
Something that you don't want to do at the tail end of this match.
That's right, especially with Choco Mucho in the lead. So we can say that the Angels kind of shaky, no, here in this first set as compared to the Flying Titans. We see Regine Arocha make an appearance in our match today. She will serve for Choco Mucho.
I think it's also, you know, them, the Angels, having frustrations. Kasi nga, ang galing dumipensa. Like, kahit napakalakas ng palo ni Brooke, tinatayuan lang ni Cici, tinatayuan lang ni Tam. Good touches by the blockers in Kat and Maddie right now. But, you know, they really have to be relentless at this point if they want to win.
They gotta be aggressive as well. Just like Brooke Van Sickle, sabi nga natin, she's revving the engine up. 3 points for her. They go to Isa Molde. That is outside for Isa.
Chance here for Petro Gazz. Ball or the whistle will not be blown up until the 25th score. Still a steep hill to climb, Billy, but you know,
But very doable as well. Sometimes it's all about the breaks of the game as well. Here comes Isa again, avoiding the blockers. And Sabete a little too late to dig that one up.
It's good to see Isa Molde having more and more variations behind her attack. Also, since Des Cheng's injury, she has really, you know, embraced this new role of a starter for the Flying Titans.
And Isa Molde in their first game against Nextad, 8 points for her. So hopefully she gets to see the same production or maybe even more. That's going to be a service error. Score now 23-19, and look who it is. It's Chami leading all the scores for the Angels in their previous match. Hoping to bring that same magic in their game against Choco Mucho. She will head straight to the service line. 19 serving 23.
Good serve.
Isa again. Maiza Pontillas. Alba, Cici from the back row.
Cici Rodina just making sure we end all rallies with me. Ganon.
It is 5 points for Cici Rodina. Take a look at that. Again, we always say this in every coverage, but she's not the tallest player on the court. I believe she's only 5'5", right? 5'6", but can she fly? Perez to Sabete. High-flying version as well. 5 points for Jonas Sabete. Score right now, 24-20. Inuunti-unti ng Petro Gazz Angels. As we see Royce Topino on the bench here for Choco Mucho. One of the vets, Maiza Pontillas. Alba to Rondina. Picked up. They go to Brooke. Mars to Madzilla. She's denied by Sabete. Close call there. And it is a point for the Angels. They're still alive.
This time, Jonas Sabete getting that good block touch, return to sender. So far, back-to-back points here for the Angels. Mapapatawag ng timeout si Coach Dante.
One tayo, one. One good receive lang tayo, ha? Sige. Sige.
Isa lang, ha? Choco Mucho! Maganda.
Just 1 point ang sabi ng Choco Mucho. Let's take a look at this sequence.
Coverage was there, Tang was there, but little miscommunication there. Who was gonna get the second ball?
And that was a miscue on the part of the Flying Titans, who are now at set point. 24 to 21. Di pa tapos ang laban. Set point pa. There we go. There we go. We have Maddie Madayag. 2 points in this game as Mars Alba sends it over to Cici. Oh, daga, may temperatura, Sabete. And that is off the block for Jonas Sabete. Don't look now, but the Petro Gazz Angels see they're coming for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Angels present.
Ito raw na Angels nandito.
Present po sila ngayon. So it's Rondina and Sabete showdown. And I think this will be the theme for the whole game tonight, Billy.
And we can't wait to see it in the next coming sets. It is 24-22. Rondina challenging the blockers. Maiza Pontillas picks it up. And Jonas Sabete. At tama ka naman talaga, Z. It is CC versus Jonah in our first set. Much to the delight of the red side of things.
You gotta give props to Rem Palma for slowing that ball down. I mean, it's a spike from CC and then the dig after from ng Aiza. Timeout ulit ang Choco Mucho.
Okay. Alis tayo. Pwede. Pasok. Mas baka lang tayo dito. Okay? Cover lang tayo dito, ha? Cover lang tayo dito. Ha?
Cover tayo, ha? Cover!
Sige.
Tapos. Eh, Choco Mucho!
Last-minute instructions from Coach Dante, asking the girls for good coverage as well, because their lead has now trickled down to just 1 point. 24-23. Brooke Van Sickle, one of the newest faces here for the Petro Gazz Angels. We have Kat Tolentino, of course, Hurricane Kat. Crucial serve. As Van Sickle game face on, here comes Maiza Pontillas. They need a good one. Talking about Choco Mucho, they go to Kat. Not yet. Van Sickle from the back row. And that's what we're talking about. Brooke Van Sickle getting her fair share of cheers from the fans of the Petro Gazz Angels. Let's take a look at this.
Definitely the time to shine for Brooke Van Sickle.
And the time is now. And if you're wondering why it's getting a little louder here in the Phil Sports Arena, kasi ito na nga, papasok na si Dina Wong and Rice Sabino. Double substitution.
Angels making up for that 0-5 run early in the set. Ngayon naman sila ang may 5-0 run here at the tail end where it matters the most.
Exactly. Here comes Rondina. Whoa, good dig. Sabete. Oh, they call it inside.
Jonas Sabete finding that sweet spot where nobody was defending.
And the tides have turned here, Z, in our set number 1. Just like that, the Petro Gazz Angels have that chance to win set number 1. Rather steal it from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans there at set point.
Ooh, overset here.
And a miscue from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will give this set to the Petro Gazz Angels. Unbelievable turn of events here. Definitely for both teams.
I mean, Billy, if there's any team who can have that relentlessness at the kapit, ito na nga, timing, Jonas Sabete getting those crucial blocks, crucial attacks, making that 7-0 run possible. You know, they were down as much as 5 points kanina nang papatapos na yung first set, but eventually they managed to hold on to their seats really tight and end up the set 26-24 in favor of the Angels. For set number 1, we'll be back for set number 2.
what a turn of events we had in that set number 1, which had everybody at the edge of their seats. The Petro Gazz Angels, they steal the first set from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, 26-24 in 33 minutes of play. Z, we gotta talk about what happened in that set because no one saw it coming. Well, you know, we know that the Petro Gazz Angels could do it, but when they did it, it was a 7-0 run on their end.
I mean, to have that spirit, fighting spirit, when you're down 24-19. Billy, 24 na yung kalaban mo, last point na, and you're down 19, and then you'll get a 7-0 run. I mean, guys, I don't know if you can appreciate that, but like, wow. Invite na lang namin kayo dito, manood ng live sa PVL All-Filipino Conference to see and witness the action in front of your eyes.
Because it really was something to behold. It was something to watch.
Definitely.
And that's why all the fans here are really having such a good time because these two teams, we know that they are going to put up a fight. As you take a look at the set 1 statistics, let's talk numbers, see what numbers stand out to you the most.
I mean, it's really the timing more than the numbers. Because if we look at the numbers in front of us on your screen, 16-15 attacks, block points, 3-1. It's, again, it's that Jonas Abete block point that happened in the tail end, shutting down Madi Madayag and putting her confidence down as well. Sa errors, pantay lang more or less 7-8. Kaya it's really the timing of the numbers.
And kaya nga, diba, it's a breaks of the game as well.
Yes, definitely.
Well, kudos to the Petro Gazz Angels for surviving the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Again, the lead was 19-24. So, kinayod talaga ng Angels yung set na yon. And of course, Jonah Sabete leading all the scorers in this match. 9 points. We saw her on the screen a while back. Here we go. Set number 2. Alba to Tolentino, challenging the blockers of the white shirts. Barbon to Sabete. And she will welcome us with a first point here in our second set.
Jonas Abete keeping that intensity consistent as possible here. Yun na nga sinimula na talaga sa harap itong si Jonah. I'm not quite sure if she started in the front row in set number 1, but since she has the hot hands right now, it just makes sense, Billy, for her to start in front. But look at that, Jenny Nunag, speaking of hot hands, bouncing it down.
And we need, you know, CC Rondino needs some help here in this match.
Yes,
and of course, that's why Cherry Nunag, rather, both cherries.
Both cherries.
Cherry Nunag answering the call. We are tied at 1. We also see Chisaet on the court here for the Angels. Well, that is going to sail outside for Sabete. Well, they're going to call a challenge, I believe. Oh, there is confirmed challenge from the Petro Gazz Angels. They're gonna call for a block touch on that. And that's gonna be their first challenge of our game. And thank you so much for watching us on the Pilipinas Live app. If you guys are in the area, we invite you to come join the party because it is going to be a good game.
Dito lang kami sa Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. Malapit lang. So, if you guys have some spare time with you, baka gusto niyo pumunta dito. Set 2 pa lang, guys. Mukhang mahaba-habang gabi to, Billy.
And I believe so, and there was a block touch. So, you know what? Things going the way of the Angels here in this game. Good call by the coaching staff. Also, good call by Jonas Sabete na linaban talaga niya yung challenge na yun.
Actually, akala ko nga papawiin na niya eh. So, I mean, again, it's a team effort, itong challenges na to. And you could see the Petro Gazz coaches having those walkie-talkies, those radios.
That we don't see often, right?
We don't see often, but now they're utilizing it, diba? Like, if you can get as much help as possible, why not?
We love the innovation. Scott Tolentino will try. A good dig there by Tempiatura. Sabete. Another one for Sabete. And she is on a roll here in our match. See, 12 points for Jonah Sabete. Only player in double digits. It's just our second set.
Wow. 12 points, set number 2. A little miscue there on the throw behind that serve ng Aiza.
So just like that first set, medyo dikit yung laban natin dito sa second set. Early parts of our second set. As Kat Tolentino with 5 points of 5 attacks will serve for Choco Mucho. Saet will give it up to Rempalma, finding that donut hole in the defense of Choco Mucho as we set it over to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Billy and Z, we know it's Dina Wong coming off fresh from the bench. If we hear screams here in the heart of volleyball, well, the latter part of that first set didn't come in favor of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, but the hopes of getting that set was with Coach Dante trying to get Dina Wong on the court. He actually shared with me that both of the setters are good, but as for Dina, she is the type of setter to try new things and execute the plays more maturely compared to Mars Alba. Well, we're hoping to see them bounce back in the second set, as this is only the start of something great. And this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app, where you can experience the PVL anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to you, Billy and Z.
Thank you so much for that report, Lexi. Well, we gotta commend both setters. Everybody has their strengths and their, things that they need to work on. They're two different players, but glad to see that Mars, I read in one of the interviews that Dina has been helping her a lot, especially with the adjustment that she's been making here with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And speaking of, they are down 2 points here in our second set. They go to Madzilla. She's blocked. Bump set to Rondina. Doldones with a push. Isamolde from the back. And chance here for Choco Mucho. And they choose CC Rondina. Up top, down low for Rondina.
Again, it will always, most likely be CC ending the rallies here, but good defense on both sides of the court here. Second point made by Choco Mucho there behind CC's hit.
Ooh, another unfortunate service error for Choco Mucho, which is something that they need to watch out for. Sabi nga natin, it really depends on the timing. In a while ago, we saw that miscue from Dina Wong and Maddie Madayag. So they gotta be wary of those little things as Chisaet serves. Alba to Kat Tolentino, popped up. Van Sickle! Too much sauce on that. Tang Ponce could not handle it.
I think that was the first broke Van Sickle hit that Tang Ponce couldn't handle.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. Great to see her finally getting her groove. Pero sayang lang yung mga service errors.
On both sides.
Yeah, on both sides, we have been seeing it quite a lot, especially early on in our second set. Take a look at that score. Petro Gazz now, or still leading rather, by 2 points. Alba with 6 excellent sets in this match. They go to Brooke. She pushes it. Alba to Cici. She's blocked. Cat tries. A little too late for Chisaet. You're talking about that serve. That set rather.
CC blocked, but CC sets and Cat hits. There you go. Seamless transition there on the side of the Flying Titans.
Total team effort for Choco Mucho. They're down by 1. CC waited for it. She knew what was going to happen. Nobody there for the Petro Gazz Angels. And right now, Choco Mucho ties it 7-all via that kill from Rondina.
There you go. You can't blink now. CC's in front. Definitely going to catch up here. Racking up points as well.
That's right. Well, I believe that Casey Galdones has other plans, and they're now in the lead again. Petro Gazz at 8, Choco Mucho at 7. plus Sticks Sports. Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena here in Pasig City. You're watching the 2024 PVL All-Filipino Conference with Capistrano, Zihar Basho, and Lexi Rodriguez. Thank you so much for joining us on Pilipinas Live. It is the Petro Gazz Angels versus the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. For those who just tuned in, Petro Gazz won that first set. We are now at our second as Catolentino. She's met by Jonah Sabete at the net. Maiza Pontillas, bump set. And what blocking here by the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, that of course, by that girl on your screens, Hurricane Cat, Katrina Tolentino.
This time, Catolentino making sure she stuffed blocks the #1 scorer for the Angels there.
Chisaet, back set to Maiza Pontillas. Cici from the back. That's gonna be a point for Cici Rondina. They're calling, sorry, this is a net touch, I believe. There was a violation call. Let's clarify via this replay. Yep.
On the way up for Jonah.
So lucky for Cici. Nauna yung net touch. Maiza Pontillas, dug up by Alba. Cat, she's blocked. Return to sender. Getting a taste of her own medicine.
Definitely. Alam mo naman si Jonah Sabete, babawi at nababawi yan. Earlier, she got a couple of blocks already. A stuffed block on Madi Madayag. This time on Catolentino.
At yun nga yung sinasabi mo na competitiveness na lumalabas kay Jonah Sabete. Oh, that is good defense for Petro Gazz. Just the net, won by Choco Mucho. Tolentino again, unsuccessful this time. Maiza Pontillas, quick thinking.
Nice out-of-system set there, too, by Easy Galdones, who's loving that point by Nang Aiza. Nang Aiza, her usual form. So many angles behind that left arm.
Right now, the Petro Gazz Angels are at 10. They're up by 1 against Choco Mucho. Here comes Casey Galdones. Oh, that is inside because from this angle, when I look, I'm outside, but it is in. And she just made that happen. Let's take a look at it. Yep. Right on the line for Galdones.
Coach Dante also saying, yep, that I was in, but this time binawi ni Casey.
Nakapos lang ng konti. And so, Choco Mucho will get the point. Nunag, 4 points. She will serve for Choco Mucho. Bob set to Van Sickle from the back row. Almost a point. Good dig. Sabete, she's blocked.
It was a very predictable set right there to Jonah and Catolentino and Madi Madayag. The towers of the Flying Titans were already established there, anticipating that set to Jonah.
They were ready for it, and that's why they get the point. But again, the service errors, those unforced errors, just ruining the momentum for the side of Choco Mucho. Petro Gazz again, up by 1. It's been a very, very close set so far, Z. Alba finds Isa Molde.
Nice D.
That was Van Sickle. Sabete. That is too wide for Jonah Sabete outside.
Jonah saying, wag na i-challenge. And the coaches take it back. The first referee acknowledges it. Point and serve to the Flying Titans.
The play continues. We're tied at 12, a deadlock here in our first set as Chisaet to Rempalma.
Just touching her on the way out. But once again, good blocking anticipation there for Isa Molde.
As Petro Gazz will call for time, let's listen in to Coach Koji.
Okay, mami. Bawi ako isa.
Okay. But it's okay. You're inside, but it's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, just make sure it's lead and kind of, you know.
It's okay. Opponent team have a good block. Because you can do spike. So they can block.
Mami, akin na.
Okay,
Petro Gazz Angels!
You know, I think more than anything, it was motivation, diba? Very motivational yung timeout ni Coach Koji. And he was just telling them to, you know, it's okay, kaya yan.
I mean, they were able to catch up 7-0 run. So, you know, may tiwala din naman talaga siya sa team niya, di ba?
It's only 1-point lead as well for Choco Mucho. Van Sickle straight to the hands of CC Alba with a save, one hand. And I hope she's okay.
Yep.
She's good. She's on the court. And a cross court from Jonah Sabete. I mean, we gotta commendo Marsa Alba diving towards us right in front of us. We gotta take a look at this.
Yep. Mars Alba laying it out, giving everything she got in that last rally. But Jonas Sabete maximizing that empty cross-court spot there. Usually, Tampons is standing right there, but since the adjustment on the floor had to happen, out of system too.
And just like that, Z, I was gonna say we were tied at 13, but I guess Van Sickle will get another point under her belt. Petro Gazz up by 1. That is her 6th point in our game. Remember, in their last match, rather, she scored 7.
Yep.
So we are expecting more numbers from Brooke in the game today. Jonah Sabete, 14 big points.
Wow.
She will serve. That will sail outside for Sabete. That is her 2nd service error of the match.
I think she's trying to get to her new service routine and service form. I remember last year she was trying to get that parang float serve na medyo mabilis. So I think she's testing that out this year.
So she's still adjusting.
Yes.
And that is going to be Brooke Van Sickle again. Ties her output from that game against Strong Group. Really getting confident in this match.
For sure. Naka-warm up na.
That's why we are so excited to see her full potential in this match here in the PVL. CC Rondina, meanwhile, she is dug up. Van Sickle. Alba to Kat Tolentino. Saet to Van Sickle again. Alba one-hand set to Maddie with a push. What a smart save from Maddie, noticing that nobody was there.
Yep.
Directing the ball to where it was supposed to land.
Exactly, and I guess acknowledging that it was Rem Palma, not the libero, was playing defense in that cross court. Nagkatinginan na lang itong si Rem at si Jonah.
Tumalikod na lang si Jonah Sabete. Bawi na lang daw sa next point. And we are at another deadlock, 15 all. Ooh. Well, Casey wanted a version of her own, but that will not go as planned for Galdones. Choco Mucho takes the lead, 16-15. Happy Tuesday to all those watching us right now via the Pilipinas live app. This is a game between the Choco Mucho Flying Titans and the Petro Gazz Angels. On your screens, we have Ivy Laxina, Joe Maragenot,
And Vince Mangolabnan's sister, si Maji, ang second setter.
from USD also as well.
We got Ish Polvorosa, Femi Bagalay, Jaron Requinton. Ooh!
We have
Camille
Camille
Cruz
Cruz
is
and
in town. Now, welcome back, and Sir Ricky Vicencio.
we see CAF as well. Kim Fajardo in attendance.
Yes.
Of course, enjoying this exciting matchup between two powerhouse teams. We have CC Rondina for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. She has 7 points in our match today. Meanwhile, Maddie Madayag will serve for Choco Mucho. 3 points for her. Saet gives this one to Van Sickle. It is still alive. It goes to Petro Gazz. Van Sickle for the second time, and she will power her way through the blockers of Choco Mucho.
There you go, Brooke. Definitely gaining some momentum and some confidence as she racks up her own points here. Second set, talaga nararamdaman na natin yung presence niya.
Which is great news if you are a Petro Gazz fan. You're tied at 16. Rondina. Good save by Tempiatura. Van Sickle. And outside for Brooke.
A good target there, trying to land the ball in zone 1, that corner pocket right there on your screen. Myla Pablo has yet to see action here in this match. So far, the outside hitters have been doing quite well.
So Myla will just cheer for them first on the bench and cheer for ng Maiza Pontillas, of course, one of the veterans of the Petro Gazz Angels, contributing to the scoring party here for the white shirts. Little late to close a block there for Choco Mucho. Another deadlock at 17.
Marsalba, ooh, one-handed set to Nunag.
Maiza Pontillas powers one through, second straight point.
Back-to-back attacks from Nang Aiza. Definitely loving those sequence, kaya mapapa-time out itong si Coach Dante.
Punta naman tayo sa ginagawa, timing lang. Pero sa block natin, mag-adjust tayo. Kasi, di ba, dito tayo nagsisimula. Kapag na alam nyo lumabas na, mag-adjust kayo dito kasi para hindi nyo hinahabol siya. Mag-a-adjust tayo dito. Okay? Nagkaintindihan? O, sige. So, magandang receive lang. Isang offense tayo. Then, kailangan natin makastop. Okay? Kailangan makastop. Then, tuloy-tuloy lang tayo sa gagawin natin, ha? Sige, sige.
One stop, that is what Coach Dante is looking for from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. As we see the Petro Gazz Angels discussing their own strategy. Because if we take a look at the screen, it is 18-17 in favor of the Angels. We've had 11 deadlocks rather in our second set. It has been neck to neck between both our squads. A classic matchup between these two teams. Van Sickle on deck to serve for the white shirts. A good serve. Alba bump set. CC Rondina. Casey Galdones with a little hang time. Alba to Rondina.
Ooh.
That does not go over for CC.
But look at Tan Ponsen and the rest. Everybody's just all smiles despite that lost point. Talking about the Flying Titans right there. But Nang Aiza was definitely there trying to block that ball. I mean, kung wala din naman siya doon, there could be a possibility
That's right.
na pumasok yung palo na yun.
2-point advantage for Petro Gazz as Alba. CC makakabawi ba? Not today. Oh, that's gonna be a point for Choco Mucho. Quick thinking by Canto Lentino.
I mean, every time a ball goes up in front of you, you gotta be aggressive. You can't wait for anybody, your teammates or your opponents, to do something about it. But look at that hustle, Jonas Abete getting that dig. Nobody Well, two girls bumping into each other.
That's right.
Petro Gazz sending that ball away.
Really quality volleyball we are having here. What a block for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. I believe that was Isa Molde. Another deadlock in our second set. That is our 12th deadlock in set number 2. 19 all is what is on the scoreboard right now. They go to Sabete. Another block from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Solid block there. This time, Tolentino making sure Jonah Sabete cannot go through her that time.
As the Petro Gazz Angels, care of Coach Koji, will call for time.
One catch. Consider one catch. Cover.
He's gonna serve to you. He's gonna serve to you. Okay.
Cover. Everyone cover. Return basic. Mark. I hope the Mike setting game.
Yes! Let's go!
One run. One run. One run. Good game.
Hey, Petro Gazz
Angels! There you have it, Coach Koji. I'm not sure if he said one. I'm not sure what.
Point?
Yes.
Maybe.
Parang one lang.
One.
We'll
One lang.
clarify. But 20-19 is our score right now with Choco Mucho hanging on to that slim lead in set number 2. Saet to Maiso Pontillas. Nobody there for Choco Mucho, and she ties this game.
Ang Aiza avoiding her blockers this time around, going for that very sharp down the line hit. This time, Mitch Morente, designated service specialist, jumps back in. 20 all.
Crucial times for both Petro Gazz and Choco Mucho. And that was the story also when she was subbed in to serve. It was a service error for Morente. That's going to be a crucial one. Gives Choco Mucho the advantage. Same story here for the Flying Titans. Reg Arocha. Remember, in that first set, there was also an error on her part. 21 serving 20. That's a good serve. Chisayat to Sabete goes cross-court.
Jonah Sabete learning from that last sequence when she opted to go down the line. This time, cross-court, pinadaan sa dalawang blockers and nobody on the floor to put that up.
Big 15 points for Sabete, and we see substitutions. Very familiar face on your screens. Myla Pablo is back on the court, as well as Ivy Perez taking on the setting duties, crucial parts of our set number 2. We are at 21 all. Mars Alba to Kat Tolentino, single block. Isa Molde. Sabete. And that's 3 points for Sabete off the block.
They're making sure Kat Tolentino's okay because that ball went through her arm straight to his head, to her head rather. There you go.
Right to the top of her forehead, I believe. I think as a volleyball player, that's something you kind of get used to.
And something that you expect that could happen anytime.
That's right. Of course, never intentional. As Alba will go to CC Rondina. Too quick.
Cici Rondina with an off-speed shot to that awkward spot. It's usually, return balls are usually sent to that zone, to the setter, but miscommunication there between Perez and Pablo gave that point to the Flying Titans, and look who it is, Billy.
And she is back again, much to the delight of the Flying Titans fans. Dina Wong, Royce Tabino check in again. That's a good dig by Ponce. Isamode with a push. Morente to Sabete. Oh, they're gonna call it in. That is Jonas Sabete's 17th point of the game. Sabete on fire.
17 big points na kagad. And this time, scoring from the right side. But the Flying Titans are asking for a challenge here.
It is proving to be such a great game. And what a treat for all our fans watching this Tuesday.
I mean, it's a pretty full venue for a Tuesday evening at that.
That's right. And you still have a chance, diba?
Sure,
If you're near, you still have a chance to catch this game. We don't know if it's gonna reach 5 sets. It might. We don't know, but one thing is for sure that it is a good time here in the Phil Sports Arena. A classic match between these two teams. Let's take a look at this. Ball in or ball out. Well, it's very obvious that it is ball out. A successful challenge for Coach Dante Alinsunurin and the rest of the Flying Titans.
Timeout muna ulit si Coach Koji and the rest of the Angels. Ubus na daw ang timeout ng ating Angels.
False alarm for the Petro Gazz Angels. Play continues. 23-22. Oh, there's gonna be a yellow card. A yellow card issued on the Petro Gazz Angels for delaying the game, I believe. That's right, that is a yellow card for the Angels. We have Jonas Sabete, 16 points, because that was a successful challenge for Coach Dante. Petro Gazz behind by 1 point. Sabete will try. She is unsuccessful as Wong will give it to Manzilla. Bumawi from what they did in the last set. There was a miscue. That's why Maddie really pointed at Lina.
No blockers.
That's right.
No blockers there on the side of Petro Gazz Angels.
Right now, Choco Mucho has a chance of winning this set number 2. 24-22. They are at set point. Dina Wong serving. Saet to Sabete. She's blocked. Van Sickle from the back. Nandoon si Palma to pick it up. Sabete blocked again. Good reaction from Morente. Oh, that's in! Oh, that is outside. You gotta look closely or you're gonna miss it.
Big
there's a
gamble there.
Oh, they're gonna, well, at least during the final parts, especially with plays like that, coaches really tend to call that challenge.
Yeah, why not? Nothing to lose
Nothing
at
to
this
lose.
point.
But again, if it is unsuccessful, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will take this set number 2. It is 24-22. As we take a look.
Here we go.
Oh, that is outside. Clearly outside for Rem Palma. And the Flying Titans will take this one from the Petro Gazz Angels. That's going to be an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Koji and the rest of the Angels. And of course, one player here in our set number 2 dominated, really led the way here for the Flying Titans here. It's none other than Kat Tolentino.
Yes, definitely. Bawing-bawi yung first set niya. Definitely relentless at the net as well. Blocking Jonas Sabete, the ace player of the Angels so far. So that's it. 2 sets have already gone by. 1 set apiece. Talagang tatagal pa tayo dito. We'll be back for set number 3.
The Petro Gazz Angels versus Choco Mucho Flying Titans. The Flying Titans make it even in set number 2. They take it from the Angels 25-22 in 34 minutes of play. 15 deadlocks in that second set and 9 lead changes.
Grabe. I mean, that alone can already tell how intense this game is, Billy. Walang nagpapatalo, walang nagle-let go ng ball possession. Kumbaga, dito talagang kakaiba at napaka-intense ng labanan ngayong gabi.
And that's exactly what we want to see. And that's what we expected, right? From these two teams, we did not expect anything less, especially from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans and the Petro Gazz Angels. Everybody on the court just putting it out there, their hearts out there, especially Tolentino in that second set, as well as CC Rondina. Let's not forget Jonas Abete. Here are your set 2 statistics. Again, 34 minutes of play. Z, we talked about the breaks of the game. What can you say about this second set?
I mean, I was checking my own statistics because I tried to write down the trends of yung palitan ng scores natin. And so far, I've seen a 4-0 run, a 3-0 run at the tail end in favor of Choco Mucho. But looking at the numbers right here, I didn't feel like ito yung nangyari.
Right.
8 attacks only for Choco Mucho versus 16 for Petro Gazz. Pero bawing-bawi pagdating sa airs, 12 kagad ang ibinigay na libreng puntos ng Angels para sa Choco Mucho.
So a lot of unforced errors on the part of the Petro Gazz Angels that we saw. So medyo patas lang talaga yung laban if you think about it. And that's why I think this game is so interesting to watch. I mean, both teams really have their own sets of strengths and weaknesses. And everybody contributing on their end. As we see Mars Alba taking on the reins from Dina Wong, who we saw a while ago, with a double substitution alongside Royce Tobino. And as we said, so far so good for Mars. Adjustment has been going well for her. And here we go, set number 3 with an error from Chi Saed. That's going to be a sorry service error for her. That's her second one of the game.
I mean, one set apiece ang naitala nitong teams natin. So, meron pang time na humabol dito. But if not, if you're watching us live on your screens, on the TV screens, on your gadgets, tweet nyo kami, hashtag PVL 2024 and maki-join sa usapan natin dito.
Because we want to, of course, hear your thoughts. We want to engage in conversation with you. We also have that question in our Pilipinas Live app. Would love for you guys to answer that as we see the ball alive. No, that's going to be a violation, of course, called attack error, double contact.
Yep. Double contact by Tolentino. Nang Aiza was also so quick to like raise her hands with a 2, asking for a double violation here from both our referees.
Yeah, Brooke Van Sickle will serve for the white shirts. Their team down by 1. Alba to Molde. Here comes Maiso Pontillas, dug up by Tang Ponce. CC from the back, and CC gets it as we turn it over to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Billy and Z, I don't know about you, but this game is leaving me and everyone on the edge of their seats. But Z, you mentioned earlier that Mars Alba only became a Flying Titan just about 2 months ago, but we've got to talk about the undeniable connection of CC and Mars for the past 2 games. CC actually told me that right off the bat, her and Mars got along pretty well. Well, off the court, their relationship revolves around her being the ate to Mars, but on court, they work together to deepen, develop, and display the winning culture of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Well, we've witnessed this culture through the past conferences, and you may have the chance to witness it again through the Pilipinas Live app, where you can experience the PVL anytime and anywhere in the world. Now let's turn it back to you, Billy and Z.
Thank you so much for that, Lexi. And as you were talking, a bunch of really good plays from both our squads, real good defense from both teams. But right now, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, they're up by 3 in our third set. As Saet will go to Maizo Pontillas.
Ooh.
Oh, that's off the block.
Aiza Maizo. Pontillas has been the bright spot so far here for the Angels.
7 points for her. And that is her first point here in our third set. So far, the top scorer leading all scorers in this game, still Jonas Sabete. Van Sickle.
Here you go.
To Sabete. Oh, that is a point for Sabete.
Out of system set there for Jonas Sabete, but a miscommunication there on the floor between two Titans.
There you have it. I think that is CC. That was CC and Tang Ponce trying to get the ball. Sabete now with 17 points. Molde to Rondina. Chance here. Rem Palma opting to just set it to the other side.
I mean, it was a miscommunication between Rem Palma and Nang Aiza going for that running. Nobody knew who was gonna go for it, but Rem went for it, just put it over with a quick tip, but diba, nakapuntos pa rin.
A point is a point.
Correct.
No matter how you get it, we're tied 4-all as Galdones will serve.
And get an ace.
So things pretty much going the way of Petro Gazz here early on in our third set, rather. Let's take a look at this. Service ace for Galdones. Point number 5 for her. She'll try again. Second straight for KC.
I was gonna say, wow, I think they just have been trying to target the two outside hitters, and especially the passing hitter now in Isa Molde. 2-for-2 for KC Galdones.
Let's see if she's gonna make it 3. Not this time. Mars Alba to Maddie. Solid connection in that sequence.
Perfect pass there, and you know, Billy, every time you see a perfect pass, most likely it's really gonna be given to the middle blockers to hit.
So now we see Mars also activating the middles of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Maizo Pontillas. Yung mga ganun ni Maizo Pontillas, mga classic na kasi yun. It's something that we can expect from her in every game.
Yes,
and she just executes it so well.
So flawless, so effortless. I mean, that has been the signature ng Aiza that we know.
The trickery is there. And that is outside for Madi Madayag. It is a 3-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels. Score is 8-5. Arena Plus, Astig Sports. Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena, Pasig City. Petro Gazz Angels versus the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Our fans here in the arena being treated to quite the game between these two squads. We have the Choco Mucho fans, syempre hindi magpapatalo.
Of course.
At kanina lang may showdown sila ng mga Angels.
Ayan na. Sir Alan Acero on your screens. One of the managers of the Ribisco squads. This time wearing in purple. Got CC Rondina leading scorer, I believe, of this match so far. How many does she got?
I think for CC it is 9. It's Kat Tolentino
Okay,
for the
still
Choco.
leading.
Yep. Choco Mucho Flying Titans with 10, but leading all scorers for both teams, of course, Jonah Sabete. We were just talking about her 17 big points.
A little more quiet on that second set.
That's what I was going to say, because now we see Maisa Pontigas coming up big here for Petro Gazz. What about Isa Molde for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans? Actually, if you take a look at the stat sheet right now, it's a good distribution of points for all our teams. As we see, the spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan. Really good ball distribution, I would say, from the setters.
Definitely activating the hitters in the front row and the back row. You see CC flying from the back row. Mula set number 1.
That's right.
Earlier in set number 2, set number 2, it was Brooke also getting some points off of the back row as well.
And I know this is something you mentioned to me off air, Z, but with Petro Gazz, everybody's contributing. Everybody has their time to shine in the games, which is good for the confidence of the players as well. Right now, Sabete with 18 points, as you can see, we just saw on your screens. But what about Cici Rondina? But what about that dig by Tempiatura? But Cici will try again. Yeah, that's one thing that we gotta admire about Cici. She will not stop until she gets it right.
Earlier, she went cross-court, but Tempiatura was there. This time, she opts to go down the line. A little miss-hit there by Mitch Morente to pull that ball up, put that ball up.
And right now, it's a 2-point lead for the Angels as Matayag will get the service ace.
Miscue there from the new Angel, Mitch Morente. Medyo nagkalituan doon si Jonah, si Mitch, si Belove as well. These are the things that you see from like the new teammates, you know, trying to fit in the new system, trying to get
That's right.
their groove with the new system at hand.
Alba finds Rondina. Popped up by Sabete. It's a chance here for Choco Mucho as Mars Alba goes to Cherry Nunag.
Mars Alba taking a quick look. Let's see if makikita yun sa replay na. Ayun, no?
Yeah, she does have a lot of her plays.
It's actually a really good sign of a good setter, you know, making sure, checking where the blockers are before they set up the hit.
It's okay, Kobe. It's okay, it's okay. 1 point, drop. There's a different change the move.
Where?
Okay. Okay, again, stop, there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We are at a deadlock, 9 each for both our squads. We see Brooke Van Sickle, one of the big names to enter the PVL, to join the PVL. We have Isa Molde as well. She has 6 points. As Maddie will serve for Choco Mucho. Cici Rondina.
You cannot give a free ball like that to anybody, let alone Cici Rondina, because chances are she's gonna make sure she gets the point.
She knows exactly what she needs to do. They're up by 1 point in our third set. Saet. They go back to Cici. Saet to Sabete from the back row. That's gonna be good. And it flies to the stands.
Jonah Sabete, always ready for that back row attack, and out of system play there. But still manages it to get the point for the Angels.
Another deadlock here, 10-all. Rempalma, 4 points off 4 attacks as Mars Alba will choose Catolentino. Saet gives it to Van Sickle. That's gonna be a point. That's gonna be a point for
Look at that, what do you call it, hair flip? Kahit naman walang piniflip.
You know, honestly, Mars Alba is one of the most entertaining players to watch as well.
One of the more animated athletes here on the court. And I remember last year, she had that very viral photo of her doing the peace sign while Cici was going up for the hit.
And look at them now.
They're teammates now.
At sabi nga, diba, ni Lexi, parang naging ate na rin ni Mars Alba, CCC, Rondina. As we see Des Cheng cheering on her teammates. Of course, wishing for her speedy recovery. 11 excellent sets for Mars Alba, 12 serving 10. Saet goes to Van Sickle. She's been a little silent. Rondina's turn again. Off the block for Cici. With a little smile at the end of her attack, knowing she got that one. Take a look at the fans of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Nakatayo na. Cici acknowledging the shorter blocker between the two, going for a check ball through Chisaet.
Cici again. Saet to Van Sickle. What a good dig by Mulder. Here comes Rondina. Tucks it in the block.
Once again, choosing to go to Chisaet this time. I mean, that's a no-brainer for Cici Rondina. And there you go. It has been effective back-to-back points para kay Rondina.
How much chance? Good serve catch. Out the England, Ma. Ma, use it running. Ma. Okay. Okay, one more.
Let's go!
Hey, too easy, 3 point, too easy.
That has been the theme of the timeouts of Coach Koji. Just 1 point at a time. Right now, Petro Gazz, they are down by 4 points against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. As we see Buitre making her first appearance in our game. Mars Alba continues to serve, 14 serving 10. Saet, back to Van Sickle. Ooh, that's a good point for Brooke.
I mean, I saw that swing, Billy. Parang she made sure that she gives everything she got. She got the pass and she got the hit. This time, powering right beside the arms of her blockers.
And that's exactly what we can expect to see from Brooke Van Sickle in the next coming sets, in the next coming games. So we better get ready. Right now, 3-point lead for Choco Mucho. Chance here for the Petro Gazz Angels. Saet will go to Maisa Pontillas. Good dig by Alba.
What was the call? There was a challenge mid-rally.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's usually the net touch challenges that you can call
That's right.
mid-rally.
So that's why the play was stopped, because as Z mentioned, Coach Dante and the rest of the coaching staff of Flying Titans did call for a net touch violation against the Petro Gazz Angels.
I mean, I guess that's gonna be the work of one of the assistant coaches. Usually, may mga role yung mga coaches natin. Yung isa, tagabantay ng net fault violations ng kalaban.
Also, they have the designated na violations to watch out for in the challenges that they can call. That's right. Well, right now, scoreboard says 14 for Choco Mucho, 11 for the Petro Gazz Angels. So take a look. Was there indeed a net touch? Oh, I think there was.
There you go. From Chisaet.
It was her elbow, her arm, yes,
Yeah.
that grazed the net.
Good eye on the side of the Flying Titans coaches.
That's right. So, kung sino man ang responsible for that successful challenge, and taking a look at really what happened there.
See, teamwork din among the coaches.
It is a point for Choco Mucho. 15 serving 11. Here comes Cici. Saet to Maiso Pontillas. Cici was ready for it. Here comes Isa Molde. Successful attack for Molde. And I believe this is one of the biggest leads that we've seen here in this match. Choco Mucho at 16, Petro Gazz at 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, our games on Thursday, February 29 here at the Bill Sports Arena at 4 p.m. It's the Park Fresh Foxes versus the Capital One Solar Spiders. And at 6 p.m., the Academy Chargers will face at Green Line Moon Smashers.
Good news mga kapatid! Napapanood na rin tayo ngayon sa pinakabagong free-to-air channel na talaga namang para sa Pinoy, ang RP TV. Tutok na sa Analog TV Channel 9, DTV Channel 19, at sa higit 300 cable at satellite providers nationwide at sa Signal Play. We got Cici Rondina on your screens. 13 points for the Cherry Bomb in our match. As Chisaet will send this one to Van Sickle. Down Ponce was there. Rondina from the back.
3 straight points para sa Flying Titans here. And so far, they have been on a roll, Billy.
And for the Petro Gazz Angels, Z, what do you think is, going wrong in their side of the things? I mean, we can see na nahirapan silang humabol dito sa Choco Mucho.
Comparing it to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans right now, they've been getting good touches from the net pa lang. Napapabagal nila yung bola, kaya mas madali para sa mga defenders. Unlike that rally where Brock just got a point hitting it down the line. Everybody's doing their role here for Flying Titans. And yun nga yung sinasabi nila na Coach Dante really prioritizes blocking. And nakikita naman natin yung sa NU men's niya na, blocking is the first line of defense. And if you're either gonna get stuff block or block points, might as well get good touches to slow the ball down.
And as you were saying that, Z, we saw a good dig there from Brooke Van Sickle, good defense. But what about the Choco Mucho Flying Titans? Really more composed, I would say, here in this third set.
It looks like this is their tempo.
That's right.
They have been setting the tempo here in this set. Samantalang medyo passive itong Petro Gazz Angels natin ngayon. Talagang hirap na hirap din sila gumawa ng sarili nilang puntos. Choco Mucho not making so many errors at this point as well.
So we'll see how things pan out here for the Petro Gazz Angels, because so far the Choco Mucho Flying Titans look really good here in our third set. Take a look at the scoreboard, 19-12. We had a really, really close second set. So this, tells a different story.
Definitely.
Nunag serving. Saet, bump set to Chami, who is back on the court. Alba to Cici from the back row. Cannot be handled. She is just, again, you put her anywhere, she will deliver flawlessly at that.
Definitely. Front row man or back row. The percentage of her efficiency is the same. Front or back, out of system or perfect transition, That's a signature Rondina for you.
And that is why she is the reigning MVP here.
Better first ball from the Angels.
But it is an 8-point lead now. Make that a 7-point lead. Sickle trying to stop that bleeding. They're going to take it point by point. Remember what happened to them in the first set.
A good cut shot there, acknowledging that there was no libero around, targeting the middle blocker.
Buitre serving now for Petro Gazz. Oh, that's going to be a violation.
There you go.
And that is going to be a violation called on Mars Alba.
Sir Jonathan Nang, ang ating patron ng volleyball. Thank you so much for always being here supporting the Ribisco teams and the PVL.
That's right. It's a 6-point lead for the Flying Titans, but here come the Petro Gazz Angels. Ooh, good one from Brooke. Isa Molde. Good dig from Chami. And that is outside. The intention was there.
Yep. I mean, it was a good idea to like send the ball over onto nobody anticipating that one, but a little too much lob and height behind that hit from Maizo Pontillas.
And just like the past two sets, we have Dina Wong and Royce Tobino joining their teammates on the court. Choco Mucho's up by 7. Oh, they get the point. Talking about Petro Gazz.
Kabanggaan, Rondina and Wong. Wong seems to be a little bit shaken after that.
That's why they were checking up on her after this happened. It was Cici and Dina. Dina will give it to Tobino. Well, that is going to be outside for Royce. Chance here for the Petro Gazz Angels as she quickly apologizes to Coach Dante Alinsunurin. We have Chami led all the scorers in their previous game. Maizo Pontillas now with 8 points. Royce Tobino, she's blocked. Tobino will try again. Better attack from the veteran.
No look hit there from Royce Tobino earlier, being checked when she was going from the cross court hit. This time opting to go down the line. Nobody on the side of you just to put that up.
We have Isa Molde on your screens. 8 points off 5 attacks and 3 blocks for the former Lady Maroon. Speaking of Lady Maroon, here comes Chami. Back set to Tobino. Dug up by Perez. Maizo Pontillas. That is a little too wide for Maizo Pontillas. Choco Mucho now at 23 versus the 16 of Petro Gazz.
A reluctant approach to the last 2 hits there by Maizo Pontillas.
There's got to be that sense of urgency for the Petro Gazz Angels. Chami will try. She is unsuccessful. Maddie, no good. Great coverage from both squads. Here comes Cici, jumps to the net. Choco Mucho has it. They give it to Tobino. Perez to Van Sickle. Dina will go to Rondina. And that will go to the Petro Gazz Angels. Rodina wanting, to go off the block in that attack.
This time, a taller setter is in front of her in Ivy Perez. A good block touch behind that one, but nobody to cover for that rebound.
17 serving 23. Dina will find Cici. I remember when we said that she will not stop until she gets it right. And this is, again, another perfect example of that.
Acknowledging that Rem Palma was a little bit too late behind that block approach. Finding that sweet open spot there cross court.
And right now, Choco Mucho is at set point. Van Sickle says not yet.
Van Sickle this time with a on the line hit. over and above her blockers at that time.
And that is her 10th point of the game. Talking about Brooke Van Sickle, Rempalma serving. Wong to Nunag, and that is it for our set number 3. Rightfully so, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will claim this 3rd set as theirs. As we highlight, of course, who else but CC Rondino Z, just relentless on the attack again and again and again.
Definitely. I mean, her mindset really has been like one made for champions, and let's see how the Angels will respond to a 2-1 set deficit here after this break. We'll be back for set number 4.
And just like that, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, they take set number 3 from the Petro Gazz Angels, 25-18. Shortest set we've had so far at 29 minutes. As we take a look at some of our set 3 highlights, and we gotta talk about that set as well because it seemed like in the end, naubusan na ng sense of urgency yung Petro Gazz Angels.
That's right, Billy. And yun na nga, they were making their own errors, and it was not the best of timing also for those errors. But looking at the score trend that happened in the last set, talagang mas pabor sa Choco Mucho yung mga naitala nilang puntos na sunod-sunod, having 4-0 runs a couple of times early on in the set that made it very difficult for the Angels to catch up. And you know, having this much confidence behind CC Rondina and the rest of the Titans, it could have been a tougher set talaga for the Petro Gazz Angels.
And right now on your screens, our set number 3 statistics. What do you think went right for Choco Mucho? What went wrong for Petro Gazz and vice versa?
I mean, earlier after set number 3, we saw the disparity of the attack points. Parang 8 lang sa Choco Mucho versus around 14, 15 for Petro Gazz. And this time, they were able to manage to get their own points and not rely on the errors of Petro Gazz.
So we will see how things will pan out for our squads. We see Coach Gotti on your screens, always in attendance in our games, not just in the PVL but also the UAAP.
Beside him is also Mark Alfafara. Talaga nagsascout ng mga coaches natin.
Former Tiger.
Yes, former Tiger and
the Golden Tiger from UST.
Correct. Some coaches also in attendance there at the scouting area. Interesting to see how the scouting level has leveled up as well, Billy.
Right now, we have set number 4. Choco Mucho versus Petro Gazz. Here comes Jonas Sabete with a wind-up. Unsuccessful, though. Alba will give it to Kat Tolentino. Gets the first point here in our 4th set.
I I mean, Mars Alba is just having fun playing defense, giving that much energy and joy inside the court for her teammates.
And she's really looking to be a great fit here for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. You can see as well the chemistry that they have is really on point as we go to Maizo Pontillas getting a point of her own. That is her 10th point of the game. And our players really racking up the points in the stat sheet.
Definitely. And look at that angle that Maizo Pontillas went for. Talagang makanipis cross-court, acknowledging that her middle blocker was a little bit late behind that approach.
That's right. And we have Marian Buitre starting here in this game. Alba to Nunag. So we like to see nga itong si Mars Alba. She's really just allowing everybody to play their game.
I guess that's what we've missed also from the Petro Gazz Angels. Parang open-open lang ang plays nila so far with the back rows included as well. But we have yet to see the middles
That's right.
be activated in place as well.
Middles, I mean, for Rem Palma, only 4 points for her. Marian Buitre, none so far. Palma will try. Ponce gives this one to Catolentino. Dug up by Van Sickle. Saet to Jonah. A little bit too low on the attack.
Approach was off also coming from that out-of-system set. A bump set from Saet all the way from the back row. Medyo kinapos. Kaya straight to the net ang palo ni Jonah.
Early lead here for the Flying Titans. Scoreboard says 3-1 as Saet gives it to Jonah. She is denied. Barbon to Maizo Pontillas, making it work.
Ng Aiza, again with a variation of her attacks. This time going through one of her blockers. Earlier, it was a blocker. Kanina naman, may drop ball na napakanipis. Talaga, it's really such a treat to watch ng Aiza play live here in the PVL.
And what about Cherry Nunag? I mean, this has got to be one of the best games we've seen her in lately. Really just on point with Mars Alba. Great to see that she's having the middles activated as well. Sabi mo, that's one thing that we want to see on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Well, right now, Choco Mucho, I was going to say 2-point lead, make that a 1-point lead as we turn it over to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Belinzi, obviously it's been a minute since Jonas Mendez attacks have been working for the side of Petro Gazz. But earlier today, we saw her on a roll, especially with a double digit in that second set. But obviously that third set was more of a slow pace set as how they would describe in their huddles. Now, Coach Koji stressed in their huddle that they must think ahead and have a more sense of urgency. And actually, before this game, Coach Koji shared with me that he's worried that this game will really test the limits of the Angels. And it's definitely showing how strong and effective the Titans are right now. Now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app, where you can experience the PVL anytime and anywhere in the world. Now, back to you, Billy and Z.
Thank you so much for that report, Lexi. Well, it really is just about, you know, the breaks of the game, as Z and I were just conversing about a while back. So yes, they did lack that sense of urgency possibly in that third set. But right now, take a look at the score. We're tied at 4. But not for long. Maddie Madayag is her 7th point of our game.
I think yun din, Millie, before I wanted to say that this is gonna be Petro Gazz's first real assignment.
Right.
You know? They were up against a new squad for their first game, but this time they're facing the finalists in the last conference in the Flying Titans, and talagang matitest talaga nga yung character nila. Also, you know, seeing that Choco Mucho has been with the same coach, with more or less the same girls inside the court versus Petro Gazz, new coach, new system, new teammates as well. Talagang medyo, kung face-to-face, kung titingnan natin, medyo dehado din tong Petro Gazz. But, I mean, nothing's impossible. We saw how set number 1 happened and the way they caught up, the resilience that they showed also. But let's see how this set will turn out.
That's right. Yeah, it's going to be a test also, I think, for both teams as well. I mean, here for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, they are with out their setter that they have been, and Dina was solid for them last conference. It's a test for them on how they're gonna be able to sustain that winning tradition from DAS conference, paano nila papatuloy, diba, sa conference natin ngayon. So really, I said it in the pregame, it is going to be a competitive tournament for every single team. And not to discount as well the newcomers, because they have yet to unleash their full potential. As we take a look at this sequence right here, that it will be a point for the Angels. We're tied at 6.
Good defense there by Alba at the net.
Rodina from the back row of the hands of Maizo Pontillas.
Parang wala talagang
Effortless.
pagkakaiba yung front.
And that wasn't even the
line
strongest
niya.
of attacks from CC, as we see Myla Pablo. We saw her a while ago. Check in for a bit. Right now, Molde, 8 points of 5 attacks and 3 blocks. Barbon to Van Sickle, tries to make do, and it will be a point.
Van Sickle using the equipment to her advantage. Again, a point is a point here in volleyball.
I wish you could see her reaction after when she was in the huddle. Sabi niya, whoa!
There you go.
Pati siya nabigla. And this is gonna be another service error for Chi Saet. That is her 3rd of the game as Choco Mucho holds on to the lead, 8-7. All Out, All Heart, All Filipino. Catch a 2024 PVL All-Filipino Conference every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on One Sports, One Sports Plus, RPTV, and Pilipinas Live. PVL, the heart of volleyball. Again, Chetty Lunag with the attack, her 10th point of the game. And her team is up 2 points against Petro Gazz here in our 4th set. We're going to clarify some things over here.
They're asking for a challenge, but I think it's going to be overruled by our referees.
May changes yung line dyan sa black touch. Lahat check ball. Si ano. Hindi, kaya nga, may changes yun eh. Ang line judge. So, kinano ko. Okay na. Wala po sa black touch eh. Wala po, check ball. No, it's line judge.
Challenge by Petro Gazz is denied.
And that is a... Yes, they're going to deny the challenge of the Petro Gazz Angels. As the play continues, Choco Mucho, again, 9 points for them. Petro Gazz at 7. Saet will give this one to Maizo Pontillas.
But challenge denied. Bawi na lang sa punto. So,
As they should. And they're down by 1 point. Van Sickle on deck to serve for the white shirts. Ooh, that's gonna go straight to the net for Brooke, her second service error. And 13 service errors so far for the Petro Gazz Angels in our game today. A lot indeed. Saet will give this one to Sabete. Oh, it's still alive. Let's credit that to Tang Ponce. Maiso Pontillas. They were ready for it. Rondina. Regalo. Luxury point for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans via Cat Tolentino, ready as always.
And you see the effort of both teams trying to get touches for every ball. Talagang nagkakatalo lang dun sa konting miscommunication there. But again, the free ball, you cannot give the free ball at this caliber of players.
And Tang Ponce literally just flying everywhere out of nowhere. And that is why CC gets the chance to have attacks like that because of the defense of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And with that, the Petro Gazz Angels will call for time.
Lucky! Over there, Lucky! Okay? Yes. One more. Next one! Stop. Okay, next one. Stop.
Sa sino nila pinapadaan na? Sa sino. Good. Ay, sinang. Sa gitna. Okay, one good pass again.
Let's go!
Petro Gazz Angels need to act right now because this is going to be a very crucial set for them. I mean, Choco Mucho up 2-1. We have Brooke Van Sickle on your screens doing some damage here in today's game, as well as Jonah Sabete. She is now tied with CC Rondina with 19 points each. So it is a showdown between these two, as you predicted at the start of this game.
But Jonah has yet to make noise in this set. Most of her points were made in the first set.
At syempre humahabol naman si Brooke. And she wants to join the scoring party. 15 points for Van Sickle. Such a big leap compared to her 7 in their first game against Strong Group. Buitre serving. Alba sends it over to CC.
Good check.
Perez will find Sabete. Narinig ka niya, sabi mo daw, medyo tahimik na siya. Kaya ito na nga, nag-ingay na ulit si Jonah Sabete.
I mean, I think it's also, you know, a better pass, a better sequence. The setter's not chasing down the ball left and right, up and down. So, you know, that also gives confidence to the hitters to, like, make their approach.
CC, dug up by Brooke. Here comes Maiso Pontillas. Oh, that's going to be a violation. Net touch violation called on Rondina. Very crucial one as well. Will put Petro Gazz 1 point away.
Medyo nanggigil doon si CC na block yung bola. Because in blocking, you need to press your arms to make sure the ball, when it touches your arms, the ball goes straight down. Just like that.
Speaking of
there you
blocking,
go.
single block on Cat Tolentino, care of Jonah Sabete.
Once again.
Ayun yung sinasabi natin, yung mga Angels na naka-costume to the side. Siyempre, gusto niya part din siya ng coverage. Anyway, let's listen into this time by Coach Dante.
Next time, huwag tayo papayag na kapatid tayo. Okay? Mag-isa pa lang, bawin na natin, ha? Huwag mag-receive lang. Tayo. One tayo, one. Punta mo dito, di tayo, may backline tayo dito. Ha? Oh, isang magandang receive lang yan, ha? Ha? Naka-apat. Next time, hindi makaka-apat sa atin, ha? Okay, sige. Go.
Let's go. Hey, Choco Mucho!
Take a look at this. Look at that block, that elevation from Jonah Sabete. Ngiting tagumpay after that great block and denial of Kat Tolentino.
Good 4-0 run here by the Petro Gazz Angels.
Kaya nga sabi ni Coach Dante, hindi na makakaapat yan sa atin. What they want to see, good receiving on their end. Talking about Choco Mucho, if you're a Petro Gazz Angel, you're hoping, you're wishing, crossing your fingers and your toes that this is, that boost that they need to possibly take this set extended to a fifth. Tang Ponce goes to Tolentino with a push.
Ooh. Miscommunication there between Buitre and Sabete. They were both there, but nagkalituhan lang. Parang sino ang kuha sa atin? But that was courtesy of Kat Tolentino. Easy push there.
And they're back on top, talking about Choco Mucho. 1-point lead. Here comes Palma.
Then Palma with that quick tip. Goes through her blockers, gets the point.
That is her 5th point of the game. A little bit silent also in the past couple of sets. As we see Kat Tolentino, second best scorer for Choco Mucho with 13. Second, Rondina is first with 19. Here comes Kat. Okay, let's make that 14 points for Kat Tolentino. Hinahabol si Rondina. Ooh, we have someone on the floor here for Petro Gazz. That's Ivy Perez, being flanked by her teammates.
They're saying somebody hit. Oh no!
Of course,
it's her neck.
That's right. This is something we never want to see in any game, and we see them pointing to the neck. Let's take a look at this.
Collision. Yep. Oh no.
Ooh, it was the knee of Jonah Sabete. She was trying to get the ball as Ivy hit her neck on the knee of Jonah when Jonah was trying to bend back. We'll definitely, hopefully, get some updates from Lexi Rodriguez. At any rate, she will be stretchered out of the court. She's holding on to her neck.
You got PTs from the Petro Gazz Angels team and Nika Navarro from PVL, making sure this situation is handled properly, because this is the neck.
That's right, a very sensitive area, and you need to handle it with care. So everybody just looking on, holding our breaths here and hoping that Ivy is okay.
Coaches are standing over, making sure they're also aware of the very crucial situation that we have here.
And they're putting on a neck brace for her for more support, as she needs to be taken care of off the court. They will opt to help her walk instead, so no need to be stretchered. And of course, the fans here from both Petro Gazz and Choco Mucho giving her a round of applause. And hopefully we do get some updates regarding this from Lexi Rodriguez. She will go ahead and treat this first, as she should. That was a very unfortunate accident, syempre. But play
back to the ball.
Yeah, back to, play continues, and I'm sure Ivy would want her team to fight on for her.
Definitely.
It's a 1-point lead now for the Flying Titans. Here comes Isa Molde, finding that hole in the defense of Petro Gazz.
Isa Molde, little conservative towards her energy here. Set number 4, tail end, but also seeing that huge hole.
Good court awareness for Isa. It is 15 serving 13. That is outside for Cherry Nunag. Oh, that is her 5th service error of the game.
I mean, you high risk, high reward, I guess, ang tema ng service errors natin ngayon. But look at this number 2 server so far right now in the league, Tiami Tiamzon, shooting up to serve and play defense for Jonas Abete.
It is 14 serving 15 as Mars Alba will look for Maddie Madayag. Right now, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans holding on to a 2-point advantage versus Petro Gazz. It is 16-14. We welcome you back here in the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Our second game of the day, it's a Choco Mucho Flying Titans led by CC Rondina with 19 big points under her belt today versus the Petro Gazz Angels in Brooke Van Sickle with 15 of her own. An amazing volleyball we get to witness here this Tuesday. Choco Mucho in the lead by 2 points, not for long. What attack, running attack from Rem Palma.
Earlier, we've mentioned how she's been a little silent in this match. I guess it's also the ball distribution coming from the first ball, Rem Palma, making sure her presence is felt this time around.
And she makes it just a 1-point ball game as Casey Galdones, who had those back-to-back aces a while
Same
back.
rotation too.
She's back here. Well, maybe not this time. Running attack naman para kay Maddie Madayag as we set it over to Lexi Rodriguez for a report on Ivy Perez, I believe.
That's right, Billy. Well, Billy and Z, Ivy Perez is on the sidelines being assisted by the PTs of Petro Gazz. What happened was all pretty straightforward as one of her teammates' knee hit her neck while the PT is advising her to have her neck braced actually, but she doesn't want that. All she needs right now is to calm down and trust that she'll be fine. We'll have her on standby for the rest of the game until she is cleared to go. Now that's it for the update, Billy and Z. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for the updates, Lexi. And we will keep updated as well the next couple of days, hopefully, just to really find out how Ivy is. But in the meantime, Petro Gazz, they're down by 3, they're down by 2. That's a service error from Isa Molde. That's her 3rd of the game.
A lot of service errors are still tallied here in set number 4.
For both teams as well. CC Rondina.
Textbook CC Rondina. But again, it's so good to see, you know, in the first few games with new teams and new members, it's always interesting to see how the old members are gonna work well with the newbies. And seeing, but again, CC naman, hindi natin siya.
Yeah, I think. Kahit sinong setter ni CC, feeling ko kaya na.
Kaya naman yan.
We're just wiping some wet spots here at the Choco Mucho side. Oh, there's going to be a challenge as well here for Petro Gazz, I believe.
I think they called a point in favor of the Flying Titans because there was a net violation, if I'm not mistaken. Was it?
Oh. Well, we'll try to get some clarification on that one. But right now, they're going to be calling a foot fault violation. I believe this is from the Petro Gazz Angels. Yeah, there you have it. A foot fault challenge And that is the challenge that they're calling right now. They are down by 3 points here in our 4th set. So for those who just tuned in via Pilipinas Live or maybe on One Sports or RPTV, Choco Mucho, they're up 2-1 against the Petro Gazz Angels. Both squads have no losses yet here in our tournament. So it's really important with such a competitive lineup of teams that you start strong.
Definitely.
And this is, that real test for these two teams as we await for that foot fault challenge. We have Maizo Pontillas also trying to clarify some things. Oh, there you have it. Foot fault challenge.
Oh, there you go. Yep. Brooke's feet were definitely beyond the center line. And that's an automatic infraction. An error for the Angels. But I think Maizo Pontillas was also trying to appeal na namatay na yung bola bago lumapag yung foot violation nun.
Okay, simple.
Kalmahan natin.
Sige lang po.
1.8 lang. Patience.
Number 18. Here.
Ate,
Medyo
tumakbo sa kanya kasi setup naman nandito eh. Kasi pag stop, baka cross na naman si Tang Andon.
Okay, one more. I go to 2. Oh, easy, 4 point. I go.
We gotta take a look at what happened there just to offer some clarification to everybody watching right now. That is obviously a foot fault challenge on the part of Brooke Van Sickle. Pero ang ina-appeal ng Petro Gazz is that the ball
Already landed.
Right.
Parang wala, namatay na yung rally. It was already their point.
it shouldn't be counted.
Yep. But again, we have yet to develop those challenges to even have better calls.
As the play continues here in the Phil Sports Arena, CC Rondina dug up by Barbon. They sent this over to Brooke Van Sickle. And Brooke is able to slowly close that gap.
Look at that solid dig by beloved Barbon from her old teammate, CC Rondina, in beach volleyball. And that gave the opportunity for Brooke to get a point, makabawi sa holding sequence.
And right now, it's a 3-point ball game here. Let's see what Choco Mucho comes up with. Here comes Kat Tolentino. Just at the net. Nasa Petro Gazz ang bola and they set it over to Sabete. That is an attack error that goes outside for Jonah.
Jonah trying to hit high, avoid her blockers, but this time a little too less on that spin, that wrist action for it to spin and fall down within bounds.
21 excellent sets for Mars Alba. Oh, this time, Jonah is able to put it away. And that is point number 22 for Sabete.
Jonah trying to go a little bit sharper on the cross court. Kasi nga, kanina, si Tang talagang nakabang lang. This time around, Tang adjusting to her right side. I guess trying to read the ball, but Jonah was able to get a point over there.
And would you look at that? A lucky service ace for Marian Buitre. And a deadlock is within reach here for the Petro Gazz Angels. That sense of urgency has got to come out right now. Alba to Sisi. Saet to Sabete.
Jonah Sabete, here she comes once again when everybody needs her the most. Kaya ito na, napatime out na muli ang Choco Mucho.
Gusto na sa gagawin, ha? Okay, go! Dito tayo, ha? Dito tayo. Papasokin mo siya dito tapos dito tayo. Okay, sige. Time. Balik ulit sa rating natin sa receive natin. Then utay sa tayo naman.
Okay, hindi na lang.
Sige.
Hey, Choco Mucho! Let's take a look at that last sequence one more time. That is Jonah Sabete. We got the Flying Titans, Lunag and Rodina not being able to close out the block. As you can see, she is that girl for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Sabi nga ni Alicia Keys, this girl is on fire.
She really is on fire from start to finish. And they're down by just 1 point. Talking about Petro Gazz. CC.
Good check.
Unsuccessful. Van Sickle setting duties to Maizo Pontillas. CC again.
Nice.
Great composure here by the Petro Gazz Angels. And Jonas Sapete puts it away.
She has been the hero of the Petro Gazz Angels so far in this match. You know, like, give her that role. She's definitely gonna embrace it. First set, she has been really noisy. Second and third, been quiet, but now she's back and with full blaze.
24 big points for Jonas Sabete. And wow, that has gotta hurt for Petro Gazz. You know, those errors that come at the wrong time. And then you got CC on the other side. 20 points off 20 attacks. She will serve. Saet to Maizo Pontillas, finding a way.
It was everybody's anticipated set that was supposed to go to Jonah, but Maizo Pontillas always delivering when the game is tight.
And we called it right from the start. We knew this was going to be a great game between these two teams. We are tied 22 all as Wong is back on the court. And that is going to be an attack error on Cherry Nunag.
Error. Earlier I was gonna say 100% efficiency ba tong si Cherry Nunag? Puro ginto ata eh. Nakahawakang bola dito.
That is her second unforced error of the match. Aiza Maizo Pontillas on deck to serve. Wong, bump set. Great coverage at the net for Petro Gazz. Isa Molde will try. Easy pickings for Van Sickle. They go to Sabete again. Wong to Isa Molde. And she hammers it down.
Once again, if G-side is in front of you, chances are that's where the ball is gonna go. Way for Dina Wong to acknowledge that and give the ball to Isa Molde with a shorter blocker on her side.
You also see Reg Arocha on the court now for the Flying Titans. Designated server. We're tied 23 all. Woo! That has got to hurt now for the Choco Mucho Flying
Can we skip
Titans.
all the service errors? Every time someone makes it,
my
parang
goodness.
nangangasim yung mukha ko eh.
And of course, masaya ang mga fans ng Petro Gazz Angels because right now,
This is it. Is
Petro
this gonna
Gazz,
be it?
they're at set point C. If they win this, we will be going to a fifth and final set. Sabete, game face on. One hand set to Madzilla, no go. Catolentino with a regalo.
Ball's been flying a little too tight at the net, and you can't afford that, especially if you have the towers in front of you. Madi Madayag and Kat Tolentino sealing that 24th point here. Once again, we're at a deadlock, Billy.
We got the players up on their seats. We gotta give up with the service errors that have been the stories of our coverage. Just really at the wrong time. And right now, Petro Gazz again has that chance. 25 serving 24. Nerves of steel, Remy Palma. 6 points off 6 attacks.
Good serve.
That's a good one. Bump set, they go to Isa Molde. Dug up. Maisa Pontillas will go to Brooke Van Sickle. And we are going to a set number 5.
Look at the delight of the fans here at the stadium, Billy. Once again, Petro Gazz Angels managing to extend the set and now extending the match to a 5-setter game here. I mean, I called it earlier. I knew this was going to be a long night. I knew that everybody's just going to give their all in this match. And here you go, folks, a 5-setter match. We will be back.
We are back here at the Phil Sports Arena, and this is it. We are on to our set number 5. The Petro Gazz Angels survive the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in that intense set number 4. 24-26 in 36 minutes of action. As we take a look at some of our set number 4 highlights. What an amazing display of talent from both our squads, both ends of the court. Really just proving to us that they deserve, you know, a spot here. And see, what can you say about what went down in that 4th set? And kamusta man yung puso mo?
Grabe.
Because,
Hindi ako nahihingal ako eh.
what a set that was.
Heart rate ko napakataas na ngayon. But, I mean, it is such a treat for the fans right now. Parang isang linggo pa lang ata tayo dito sa PVL, if I'm not mistaken. And look at that, already a 5-setter match here, Billy.
As we take a look at our set number 4 statistics, rather, I'm gonna ask you again, Z, what numbers stand out to you the most? Because it really looks like patas na patas yung laban natin.
Kanina nga iniisip ko na, sino bang gumagawa ng mas madaming error? Kasi usually, pag sa dulo talaga ng laro, doon na lang nagkakatalo. Like, who's gonna make the errors at the tail end, at the crucial moment? But it's really, you know, kudos to both teams, really not giving up until the whistle has been blown.
And really kudos as well to the Petro Gazz Angels for holding their ground, holding their own in that previous set. But what about Cici Rondina? 20 points for her. She scored 17 against Nexted. But Jonah Sabete leading all the scorers in our match today. 24 big points.
May 5th set pa.
At may 5th set pa. So I wouldn't be surprised kung umabot ng 30. And Brooke Van Sickle finally coming to her own here in their second game of the conference. A little bit of jitters early on in that set number 1. But showing no signs of fear here. As we have Cherry Nunag making up for the crucial service error and that attack error that she had in that previous set. She means business here in the 5th.
There you go. I mean, way to activate your middle blockers early. And again, it's really about the perfect passing that Choco Mucho has been doing here.
Here comes Cici out of nowhere. But that is gonna sail outside, little too wide for Rondina.
Cici Rondina, unusual for her to get an error. Also, especially at the tail end, crucial set here. But again, high risk, high reward tayo na dito, Billy.
That is exactly right, Z. No holds barred na, kumbaga, for both our teams. Maiso Pontilla, single block by Isa Molde.
This time, Isa Molde at the right spot there, reading the angle that Maiso Pontillas usually goes for out of all the variations that she has in her pocket.
Early lead here for Choco Mucho. Catolentino, good dig. Good save by Saed. We have Sabeta challenging the blockers. Oh, what a save by Van Sickle. Nakapos lang ng konti. Jonas Sabete straight to the net.
There you go, not enough runway there for Jonas Sabete to approach that out-of-system set here. Kaya ito na, 3-1, napatawag na kagad si Coach Koji.
Don't do that! Faster, faster, faster! Slowly, slowly. Serve also slowly. Keep the time. You must make a pace. Slowly. Don't rush. Don't rush. Okay?
1 point at a time, 1 point at a time. Ate, 1 point at a time.
Now it's okay. There you go.
A pretty straight to the point timeout called by the Petro Gazz Angels. Don't rush, 1 point at a time. I mean, it's a pretty close lead, but we all know that the fifth set really flies by so quickly.
Definitely.
So you need a head start. As Cherry Nunag served a while ago, but Maiso Pontillas will set it to the other side. Alba was there. Here comes Rondina from the back row. Maiso Pontillas. Alba sets up Rondina. And Cici Rondina from the back row hammers it down as we listen in to Lexi Rodriguez. Go ahead, Lex.
Thanks, Billy. Well, if it's urgency that Coach Koji wants, it's what the Angels will deliver. Well, Z, you did say that this was going to be a long night, and this is what the heart of volleyball is about. They're down 3, but they are here to catch up. Now, the Angels, as per assistant coach, Coach Jumbo, they cannot just rely on the errors of the Titans. They have to act on it and stick to the system. Now, last Thursday, they actually had a team-building session, which they focused on the psychological aspect of training, and it's perfect that this time, on this thrilling 5th set, they'll be putting that training to good use. So watch more of these thrilling 5-setter matches through the Filipinas Live app, where you can experience the PVL anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to you, Billy and Z.
Thank you so much for that report, Lex. Well, it is going to be, a mental challenge for both our squads too. I'm sure physically they're very, very tired.
I'm sure.
With a high level of play that we're having now, but really now it's about calming your mind too, especially in the most crucial parts of this game.
I mean, it's interesting because, when you look back to how much or how they prepare for games like these, I think there's a reason why the trainings are for 3 hours. It's that they can, sustain and maintain their stamina, their energy, their intensity for a 5-setter match just like this.
And it is, such an intense game that we're watching. Again, high level of play from both our squads. You can even see now you got a rally going on here. And everybody getting that chance to join in on the fun for both these teams. Here comes Van Sickle. Good dig. Alba goes to Moda. She's blocked. Ball is still alive. Alba. Oh, Barbon. They got to slow things out. Here comes Molde. Dug up by Van Sickle. Saed. And that will sail outside for Jonas Sabete. Another attack error. It goes long, but they are gonna call. They're gonna call a challenge.
You can already see Jonas Sabete huffing and puffing here Once again, this girl is just like Cici Rondina, always going for her 100% every time she approaches the ball. But let's see, they asked for a block touch here, and why not?
They've got nothing to lose at this point. They are down by 3 points. And this 5th set, we did say it is gonna fly by quickly. Pero parang haba na ng 5th set natin with all the rallies that we have been experiencing and seeing. Let's take a look at this. Was there a block touch? Looks like there wasn't any from this angle that we're seeing right now. So no block touch there. Unsuccessful challenge for the Petro Gazz Angels. The point will remain with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
I mean, good gamble there because it could have been, it could be the game changer, also the momentum shifter here in the match. But so far, Choco Mucho with a 4-point lead here.
Maiso Pontillas. Alba was ready for it. Ponce. Oregalo. Cici. Barbon bump set to Van Sickle. Rondina will set up Isa. Saet to Rem Palma.
Once again, earlier, hinahanap ko na yung paano ma-activate yung middle kasi so far, the sets of the Petro Gazz Angels have been going to the pins and, you know, very predictable para sa blockers ng Choco Mucho.
It is a 3-point ball game in favor of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Petro Gazz playing catch-up here as Mars Alba unsuccessful. We got Van Sickle with a push. Ponce sets up Molde. Jonas Abete one more time. And point number 26 rather, for Sabete.
26 isang set po ang inampag ni Jonas Abete tonight. But look at that, using also the help of the net to her advantage. Why not? She'll take it. Jonas Abete, a flying angel for tonight's match.
As Pontillas now with 14. 3 Angels in double digits. Alba back set to Maddie Madayag with a running attack. And something that we all know her for.
Forte, kumbaga, ang running attack ni Maddie Madayag. This time, he went for that cross-court hit because earlier, she has been checked by Jonah every time she goes for that down-the-line hit.
Molde on deck to serve. Saet will find Sabete. Not today. She'll try again. Challenging those blockers. Ball is kept alive. Rondina backs up a little bit. Saet to Palma. And that's outside for Rem Palma. The intention was there. Just a little too much power on the attack. As we switch, they're going to switch courts.
Rem Palma asking for more sets from Saet because yun na nga, nasa harapan na sila. Jonah has been the go-to hitter so far now and malamang yung blockers din ng Choco Mucho. Siya na talaga ang babantayan for the sets.
And you can see Jonas Abete huffing and puffing. She's really tired from all that heavy lifting. I mean, 26 points here. But what about Kat Tolentino? She's a second best scorer for Choco Mucho. And of course, that beautiful play that we saw a while ago from Alba and Madayag. We have Rem Palma, I believe the team captain here for the Petro Gazz Angels, as
Yes,
he mentioned. Yeah, asking for more sets from Saet. Hopefully we get to see that as well. But before that, here's a timeout called by the Petro Gazz Angels. Let's listen in.
Serve catch here. Serve catch. Everyone, no move. Move half step back. Okay.
Nice deep.
Before start, breathe out. Don't do that. Lash. Okay, don't do that. Lash. Okay. One more. Have fun.
Let's go!
Go.
Let's go!
Hey, Petro Gazz!
the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. But this is not, you know, unfamiliar territory for the Petro Gazz Angels. We saw it happen in that first set na naghabol talaga sila. The score was 19-24.
Yep.
But if you're Choco Mucho, well, you should have learned from that.
Yes,
And now is a perfect time to execute all the learnings that you've had. Here we go. Rempalma, unsuccessful. Van Sickle. They go to Sabete. And really just Jonas Sabete, unstoppable in our match today.
Also, Tangpo, I was watching Tangpo the entire time. I mean, she got a hand on that ball from Jonas Sabete, but nobody to second that touch. Frustrations are setting in, impatience are setting in.
You can
as
see
well.
it. You can see it in their faces as well. Parang wala nang nakangiti sa court. 3-point game. Alba gives it to Cici Rondina, and always, anywhere she is, Cici will find a way. That is her 22nd point of the ball game.
I mean, no time, but now once again, Chisayat is right in front of her. Chances are all the balls will go through that area.
Oh wow, that is a service ace from Madi Matayag. And yes, tuwa ang ating Flying Titans fans.
Do they have an official fan base name?
You know, that's what we need to find out.
But wow, what a twist. Kung kanina puro service error, ngayon umuulan ng ace at the right time.
Great defense here by Choco Mucho. Cici. Saet to Rempalma, and that's exactly what she wanted. Ask and you shall receive.
I mean, you gotta take risks at this point. Kasi nga kanina, I mean, if you're just one of the fans watching right now, diba, expect mo na pupunta kay Jonah kasi she has been the hot hand. She has been making most of the points here, but you gotta, you know, gamble a little bit and set your middles and make plays as well.
There's gotta be variety.
There you go.
In your sequences as Tang Ponce will set up Cici Rondina. Oh, quickly apologizing. I think that was Casey Galdones.
Interesting to see also Cici Rondina going for the cross court. You know, she just wanted a little bit more challenge and challenge the blocker in front of her in Marian Buitre.
What about Mars Alba with 24 excellent sets in our match today? Chisaet to Brooke Van Sickle. She's denied. She'll try again. She's still denied. Second time, still no good. Not in front of Kat Tolentino.
Way for Kat Tolentino to always be ready. That was sent over on two, but again, great anticipation, great reaction as well. You know, this is the reason why these girls have been working hard at trainings, skill practices, pati yung pagbuhat nila because they need to prepare for moments like these. Fifth setter matches. Kanina, anong oras tayo pumito? 6:10 p.m. Anong oras na po? Time check, 9:03. As we wait for this challenge requested by
the Petro Gazz Angels. So they're calling for a ball in, ball out challenge. It's having a easy, I think it's been around 3 hours since that first whistle, that first serve, and we are all for it, especially when we get the kind of volleyball that we're getting now. Great quality of volleyball from both our teams. And you can also see it in the enjoyment of the fans here in the Phil Sports Arena. And for those watching us on Filipinas Live, RPTV, or One Sports and One Sports Plus, thank you so much for spending your Tuesday evening with us. We have more games to come on Thursday. So game days for the PVL, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Let's not forget UAAP is also ongoing every that's Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. As we take a look at this, was it ball in, ball out?
Well, that's an interesting angle. Or maybe they used a challenge just to
kind of, and kind of talk to they can't talk to each other. So yes, possibly freeze the server. say, well, obviously it's an unsuccessful challenge. Clear as day as Mars Alba will be on the service line for Choco Mucho. They're up by 6. Pretty big lead. Van Sickle. Van Sickle again with more power this time. Good dig by Tang Ponce. Isa Molde straight to the net. An attack error for Isa, her second one of the game.
I mean, by way for her to go at it with full guns ablaze here. But yun na nga, medyo mababa yung clearance behind that back row hit.
It's down to a 5-point game here for Choco Mucho. Morente will go back to the bench as Maizo Pontillas will check in again. Saet serving. CC Rondina. They were not prepared for that. A little miscommunication on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. And right now, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans are 2 points away from winning this game.
Definitely. I mean, look at that angle. Super sharp angle there. Cross court para kay CC Rondina.
Brooke Van Sickle. Napaikot na lang si CC Rondina. Nobody there on the side of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
That sends her to the service line. Jonas Abete checks back in here. Ito na yung miracle moment na kailangan ng Petro Gazz. Just like we saw in set number 1, will we see a redo of that?
Will we see a run from the Petro Gazz Angels, or will Choco Mucho go home with a win? Chance here for Choco Mucho. And Petro Gazz, here comes Jonah! Oh, that's gonna be a point for the Angels. Alba try to go for the pancake save, a little too late on that one.
Jonah Sabete trying to change her approach and contact there. Kita naman nasa ilalim na siya ng bola, but again, great adjustment.
Alba, back set to Tolentino. And Tolentino puts Choco Mucho at match point. So if you are a Petro Gazz fan, they need all the prayers in the world. Could it be another miracle run? Like what they did in that first set, will they be able to replicate that? That's what we're gonna see.
24-19, Billy.
That's Reg Arocha for the win. Oh, it's gonna be a...
What's that?
We're gonna clarify.
Okay na.
Service error, Arocha.
Oh, that's gonna be an error.
Substitution for Petro Gazz.
So we're gonna clarify exactly.
12 out, 9 Palma in. The last service by Arocha went past the 8-second deadline.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
All
see.
right.
Choco Mucho is 21 out, 22 left in.
Okay, that's why the referee raised 8 fingers
Yeah.
for the 8 seconds that one has to serve.
That's right. At any rate, play continues.
Yep. Okay,
It is.
Petro Gazz saves a match point.
10 serving, 14. Mars Alba to Isa Molde. Not yet. Oh, there you have it. A point for Petro Gazz. They're still alive. It's down.
Molde was limping also. She okay?
I think she's okay. She's standing right now with her, trying to shake it off as we listen in to this timeout from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
One good receive lang tayo. One good receive na tayo. Sige. Okay? Ito pa tayo. Ito tayo. Punta. Kita ka, Madi. Okay. Okay, sige. One good lang, ha? Kapag wala, nandito naman tayo. Okay, sige, go. Isa lang.
It is a 3-point ball game in favor of Choco Mucho. They are just 1 point away from going home with a win. But over on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, they have been in a very similar situation in the first set. Will they be able to replicate that feat here in the fifth? Jonah Sabete leading all scores with 28 big points.
Flash of your phone cameras. Thank you. Still serving Marian.
As Marian Buitre serving for Petro Gazz. That's a good serve. Alba will find Catolentino. She's blocked! And don't look now, see, but the Petro Gazz Angels are really, really catching up.
I mean, a good serve from Marian Buitre. Not the best of passes for Mars Alba to set. And the blockers of the Petro Gazz Angels to establish their feet in front of Catolentino there.
A lot of pressure now on Marian Buitre. Serving, that's another good serve. Alba, a chance here for the Angels. They go to Sabete. And what a game we are having today. Take a look at that score. 14-13. And Choco Mucho will be forced to call for time. Let's listen in.
Isang magandang receive lang, ha? Okay, tiwala lang sa isa't isa, ha? Sige. O, sige, go, go, go! Focus, focus, focus!
Maganda.
Atin to, atin to.
You know, it's always that last point that is always the hardest to get, especially when you have a team like Petro Gazz really breathing down your neck.
And I mean, they have been utilizing this rotation as, you know, CC Rondina is in the back row. At the same time, Jonah Sabete is in front, making those much-needed points for Petro Gazz to catch up. But let's see what happens in this sequence.
All eyes on Marian Buitre. And what a painful, painful way to end this match.
Can we do a redo? A very anticlimactic way to end this five-setter match, Bully.
But you know what? Again, we were talking about the breaks of the game. You know, it happens. And you know that for yourself. You played volleyball, you play volleyball, you know that it happens, hindi maiiwasan. And I mean, for Marian Buitre and the rest of Petro Gazz Angels, what a fight they put up today. But for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, able to just hold their composure in the last couple of sets. Either way, Z, what a great game we just had.
Definitely.
Na nung last game nyo, 18 excellent sets. Ngayon, 25 excellent sets. After this thrilling five-setter match, I've got to ask, anong klaseng commitment or level ng commitment ang kailangan para matawag ka na Flying Titan of Choco Mucho?
Siyempre, for me, kailangan talaga all out 100%. And hindi ko naman yun magagawa without the coaches and mga ates.
Thank you so much. 2 months pa lang sa team, pero grabe na yung napapakita mo. Meron ka bang mga gustong batiin?
Hello kay La Kuya, sa Australia, kay Ate Chang, and sa family ko, Alba family. And thank you po sa Choco Mucho fans sa pag-support po sa amin. Maraming salamat po. And kay Duque Gonzanya, get well.
Thank you so much, Mars. Make sure to catch her on the Pilipinas Live fan stream, which is exclusively on the Pilipinas Live app. Now back to you, Billy and Z, to wrap this game up.
Thank you so much for that, Lex. And of course, congratulations to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Take a look at your games on Thursday, Feb 29, right here at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City, 4 p.m. Capital One Solar Spikers taking on Farm Fresh Foxies. And of course, at 6 p.m., Creamline versus Akari. Great set of games for everybody on Thursday. And that is it for us today. On behalf of One Sports, my partner Z Hervasio, Lexi Rodriguez, Direct Marvin Chavez, and all the amazing people behind this production, I'm Billy Capistrano, and this has been the 2024 PVL All-Filipino Conference. Good night, everybody.